Hello, good morning, viewers. Welcome to a new episode of Social Trend. I am Tony Bakanista, your host for today, and I have with me a very lovely lady who is standing for Sarah. Her name is Onye. Onye, over to you.
Good morning, Tony. How are you? How was your weekend?
My weekend was fine. Happy Independence Day.
Thank you. Happy Independence Day. Hello, everyone. My name is Abagoye Sylvia. According to what the host just said, I hope you all enjoyed your weekend. And today on Social Trend, we'll be talking about a whole lot of juicy gist for you guys. So on our first story today, we'll be looking at Atiku dances to Davido's Stand Strong song. Of course, we all know he was revealing his 5 points plans for Nigerians. And with what I saw, I think this is what Nigeria needs now. We need someone who is going to talk about their plans for Nigeria, not just people who will come out and tell us, yes, they want to be the president, and yet they don't even have any plans for us. Not people who just want to be the president, but people who have plans for Nigeria. Bakanisa, what do you think about this?
Well. Atiku, a supposed man that is older than Asiwaju Tinubu. He was in Enugu, he was in Abuja, in Gombe, Adamawa, and there have you. And he also unveiled a campaign manifesto, 5-point agenda for the 2023 election that will guide his government when elected by the grace of God. And all these activities that I mentioned, he did it in the space of 1 week. So a 76-year-old man in 1 week visited different states, attended different events, was dancing to Davido's song. Yes. Understand? It shows that he's not only intellectually fit, he's also physically and mentally healthy for the job. And another interesting thing is that Atiku shows displayed as one that is youth at heart. He understands the trend. He relates with young people. We saw it the last time he was in Lagos. He met with young people, entrepreneurs, and innovators. And what Atiku has done is what Nigeria needs at this point. We need a young leadership, 21st century leadership. Atiku may be at his advanced age at 76, but his heart, his strength, his mind is young strong, and fit. So it fits in for the role that he's aspiring for. And this is why a lot of young Nigerians are happy. If you look at the comments section and everything, you see people we are happy, we are excited, we are anticipating for Atiku's government.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually a very good plan. I think these are the kind of things we need. A lot of women out there, they don't actually know who to vote for till now because they've not heard from these candidates. But of course, our able daddy, I call him daddy, of course, he's been able to show what his plans are. Yeah.
And sorry, talk about the five-point plan. It's about unity seed. The unity stands from to unite Nigeria. You know, it's a unifier. Yeah. Then the seed, SEED, it's an acronym. S for security, E for education, E for economy, and the D for power devolution, restructuring. So you see, his plan, his 5-point agenda, actually encompasses the fundamental needs of Nigeria. So under this 5-point agenda, you address all other issues, they fall in place. We are talking about unity. Nigeria is so divided along religious and ethnic line. Security, people cannot move from Zaria to Kano without fearing for one bandit or the other. Education, as is on strike, our education system is down. Lecturers are striking, students are at home, no infrastructure. Economy, our economy is so bad that the interest rate has been increased to over 22% by the CBN of recent, and that will have effect on us, the average citizens. Now, you are talking about devolution of power. We keep talking about restructuring. What is restructuring? Nigeria's problem is fundamental and structural. Everybody keeps saying, and everybody has agreed, that our system of governance in Nigeria doesn't reflect to the federal system we are supposed to operate in. So we are operating on a kind of a pseudo-federalism. So I think he said, look, I'm coming on board. I will devolve this power. I will give state autonomy, give them power over security, over policing, over power generation, and several things. So I believe that Atiku's 5-point agenda is the right step in the right direction that will give us the right objective, the right goal that we aspire for.
I believe Atiku is the man for Nigeria, because let's quickly go to our second story. Ayo returns to Nigeria after he spent almost 3 weeks in Europe. Actually, he went for a vacation, and before he did that, I think he handed over to the national national chairman to Damagun. Yeah, let's know what you talk about that.
Ayu is back. Ayu is the national chairman of PDP, and under his watch, PDP won Osun State. PDP won 3 council elections, 3 council seats in Amak, in the FCT rather. We won Amak, we won Buhari, we won Ibaji. And PDP, as of today, is very strong across the country under his leadership in the NWC. He was away for a while, almost 3 weeks. Before he left, he communicated to INEC, he communicated to the party, and handed over properly to Iliya Damagun, the deputy chairman North, who is second in line in terms of leadership. And so you see the organization in the system of PDP, unlike what we are having in the current administration, where the president will travel to London, he will carry the power and his power to London, operating Nigeria from London. So if he's there for 6 months, 1 year, Nigeria will be operating from London. Ministers will carry file to go to London for presidential signature and everything. But in PDP, are very organized. Ayu left, there was no vacuum. Iliya Damagun handled the party effectively. PDP has Southwest Zonal Congress, Zonal Interactive Session, sorry, not Congress, Interactive Session. Damagun led the NWC members. PDP had Southeast Interactive Session. Damagun led the NWC members. PDP inaugurated members of the campaign council. Damagun presided over the session. Every party event, Damagun has been handling at the national level. So are you coming back to take back the mantle of leadership, which he was elected to do? And I believe that his exit did not create any lacuna, and his coming back will not create any problem. So he's coming back to do what he has been doing and what he was elected to do. I congratulate the PDP for having such a capacity chairman and also a good leadership, a good NWC members that are working as a team, and they are working together for the progress of the party and also the progress of Nigeria. Most importantly, the progress of the mandate of every Nigerian voters in the 2023 general elections to deliver to Kabaka.
Of course, these are the kind of people we need in Nigeria right now. People who are ready to work. Yeah. Let's quickly look at the most juicy story, guys. This one is very funny. It's about our grandfather, who is claiming to be boy cycling. We saw him, was it yesterday or Sunday, right? Cycling, and oh guys, you guys won't believe what there was a lot of comments about that cycling, and it's the most fun. In fact, it's the funniest video I saw on net yesterday. Bakanista, what do you think about? Is this a kind of fitness or what? I don't know. What is he trying to show in the 7 minutes, the 7 second video?
Emiloko was telling people that I am not dead, I am not sick. Again, if he's not sick, if he's really fit, it doesn't need to prove to anybody. His action should tell that. This man has been away for 2 key events that has gone on in the country. First was his presence at the NBA conference. He was not there. His running mate, Kashim Shettima, stood in for him. Second was at the peace accord signing. He was still not present, he was absent. Among all the major contestants, he was the one that was absent. His running mate, Kashim Shettima, stood in for him. He was billed to speak at Lagos State Chambers of Commerce and Industry. Till yet, he has not made appearance. His Excellency Atiku Abubakar was there. He made a brilliant appearance, and he presented his economic blueprint. The other candidate for the Labour Party, the other man, he was also there, but he did not lay his own blueprint for the economy. He was just there to say, at least he was there. But Asiwaju Tinubu wasn't there. And him doing a 7-second video to say, look, I'm fit, I'm LDO. We've seen, truth is very simple. Truth is that Bola Tinubu, all is not well with him. I don't wish him ill health. I don't wish him illness. God knows that I pray for him for longevity, good health, and happiness. But truth must be stated. If he's supposed to be healthy, don't show with a 7-second video. It's not what you need to convince Nigerians. Come to Nigeria. Meet your ground troop. Campaign. At least
How sure are we that the video was even yesterday that they made that video?
Is it the authenticity of the video? Whether it's yesterday or 2 years ago, from saying that it was 2020, from saying that it was yesterday. But if he is fit, come back to Nigeria. Campaign has started for the past 5 to 6 days. Campaign kicked off. Come back to Nigeria. Campaign. And even though Nigeria will not vote for you, Nigerians will not vote for you, but still come out. Let them see you. Tell them that look, I'm not just saying that I'm fit. I'm showing it that I'm fit and healthy. But he's not showing it. So 7-second video cannot invalidate a trend and a pattern that we have been seeing. He has been absent in major events. APC postponed their inauguration for their campaign council because the principal actor, as far as Tinubu, is unavailable, and no excuse for that. To date, they are yet to inaugurate their campaign council. They are the ruling party. They should have no excuse. But PDP, that is opposition, is leading the charge. Of course, PDP will lead the country. Okay. But they are still telling us that this man, all is not well with him. The other day, the former chairman of APC, who is a close ally of Tinubu, I'm talking of Adams Oshomole, came out and said, I don't know where Tinubu is. Understand? So it is very, very true that Tinubu is not fit. If he's fit, let him do a live video on Facebook, live interaction. Okay. Don't address me. Address your campaign handlers, because Nigeria, he doesn't have a supporter in Nigeria. Nigerians are not supporting him. But still address your campaign handlers. Look, this is what I will do. This is me, this is me, this is me. But you will not hear him speak with anybody. You see Atiku. Atiku is supposed to be older than him by 5 to 6 years. But you see Atiku moving from one point to the other, standing, dancing, addressing the Gen Zs on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram and everything, doing live video coverage on social media, addressing Nigerians on TV. On every platform you see Atiku Abubakar, both at functions, even during the peace accord signing, Atiku was the first to be there among all the major contestants. He was the first to be there. And by virtue of hierarchy, Atiku is supposed to, if Atiku had appeared last, he will be excused for it because he is the former vice president of Nigeria, former number 2 man. The only person in the hierarchy of Nigeria is superior to him at present is Muhammadu Buhari, the former president, and also the incumbent vice president. As he is the next in line. So among that gathering, he was the highest, in terms of public, who has attended the highest public office. But he showed by example. He was there first before everybody. He sat down. He was conversing with his aides and his campaign advisors. So you see a wide gulf. In one side, this man is saying that, look, I'm not telling you that I'm fit. I'm showing you in events, in functions, I'm dancing, while I'm unveiling my plans and everything. The other end, you see a man who has been absent in every function of his party and, of course, of his own family, but do a 7-second video where he's pretending to be cycling. And who even knows whether the video itself is not a video edited, because the meantime you just sit down and just do his leg 2 or 3 times, maybe 1 or 2 times, while the video editor will play it and make it as if he was cycling. Again, there is no evidence to show that he's cycling or he was cycling. Okay. And there's no evidence to show that the video was recent. Yeah,
trust Nigerians. Trust what Nigerians can do. You saw a lot of people who started bringing out fan bicycle, ice cream. Like, what's he trying to sell? Is he trying to sell himself or what? We don't even understand. Of course, people went through the comment sections on Twitter, and of course, there's this guy that said something. He said, "So you can ride bicycle, ni? You know, free hold flag or sign of peace accord. Make una no deceive una self. Remain your old people home." Nigeria, of course. Guy, a lot of things have happened in Nigeria, and I believe this man needs to go and rest.
Yeah, he should go and rest.
Doesn't have family. His family should advise him.
Yeah, people that are pushing him, I don't know whether they really love him. I keep saying that opposition love Tinubu more than those that surround him. We keep telling him, Baba, at this age, at your present state, all you need to do is to rest. If you say you develop Lagos, no problem, but go and rest. Pele was the best footballer in Brazil in the 70s. But Pele cannot be fielded in the squad of Brazil national team at this point because he's unfit, first, his age, and he has passed his prime. So if Tinubu says he developed Lagos, let us not even discuss the validity of that claim. But you are saying that at present, you are not fit. Go and rest. When you rest, at least when you rest, you divorce yourself from the stress, the mental and physical stress. But being in active politics, trying to do what ordinarily you will not do, even in his own company, he's not the chairman in his companies. In Alpha Beta, he's not the chairman, he's not the MD, because he cannot manage the day-to-day affairs of the business. Atiku Abubakar is a visitor of American investing in Nigeria.
A business.
You understand me?
Yeah.
So he play active role in his business. But Tinubu doesn't play active role in his business. He has people doing that for him. Why is he now seeking to play active role in the business of Nigeria? So Nigeria should not be seen as a pension house where anybody like Muhammadu Buhari will come in, use our resources, empower himself, look fit, healthy and fat, sponsor his family and wife to Dubai and other parts of the country, go to UK to enjoy the best medical facility, and after 8 years, he will seek to hand over to somebody like him that will repeat the same cycle. So that if Tinubu is my president, God forbid, and he will not, because Nigerians will not vote for him. It means that for 16 years, our resources will be expended in taking care of our medically unfit presidents. For 16 years. 8 years of our lives is being wasted by Buhari, if not for God. If not for God and for the tenacity of Nigerians, if not for our drive to succeed against every odd, the average Nigerian should be begging on the streets. But it is God that has brought us this far, because in the last 7.5 years, Buhari government has really frustrated the average Nigerian, economically, socially, security-wise, and every aspect. So Tinubu also should not add to Nigerian frustration. We respect him as an elderly man. We are Africans. We respect him. We love him. Yeah. We value him. We value his age. We value how God has brought him from his humble beginning to this time. We value the fact that God has kept him and granted him longevity. But he should not allow anybody to abuse the grace of God on his life. He has been successful. He's a billionaire. He is the former governor of Lagos State. He's a political bulldozer in his own right. We cannot. But at this point, he needs to rest and allow the man wey no road to lead us.
Of course, that was wow. Of course, in the world of entertainment today, we've seen Fina of BB Naija. She went home with a rolling prize of 100 million naira. Oh wow, that's huge. If I should get that kind of money, I think my life will change forever. Of course, Fina, she went home with a prize of a car, a prize of 150 million naira and a cash prize too of 50 million naira. Bakanista, come on, if you had to give, they should give you that kind of money, tell me. Is that not a huge plus to your account?
I will invest 25% of it in Atiku Abubakar's campaign.
Oh, that's nice.
See, but jokes apart, you see, people in Nigeria, they've created more millionaires than Muhammadu Buhari government in the past 7+ years. Understand? You talk about Ife, you talk about Fina, you talk about Miracle, you talk about Lekon, you talk about Messi, you talk about that fat guy.
The white money.
White money. Understand? So Big Brother Nigeria has created more millionaires than Muhammadu. I think Muhammadu Buhari should, and APC, they should learn from these people. So what Buhari cannot do, Big Brother Nigeria, they've done it.
Yeah.
You look at the housemates. Even though Fina won the top prize, members of all the housemates, they either went home with one prize or the other.
Of course.
Some are 3 million naira richer, 5 million naira richer. Even the other guy, that Onitsha guy,
okay,
he won a brand new car.
Yes.
Courtesy of Innocent. Brian won prize money. When I calculated it, it's almost 4 million naira. Or is it the other Adekunle?
Of course, those are...
See, all of Daniela, they all won something, and they were looking good. They were fed in the house. They were looking malnourished. No. They were not even thinking of any problem. You see, imagine that society, that small cluster. It's like how Big Brother Nigeria managed to ensure good governance. The voting system was not rigged. The task was not rigged. Everything was free, fair, and credible. And this is what the federal government of Nigeria has failed to bequeath to Nigerians. the feeding, they eat well. The economy in that small cluster was good. You see, they were even wasting food. You understand? They have constant electricity. They are not disturbed by armed robber or any security issue. So within that cluster, Big Brother Nigeria really encourage good governance among them. And Big Brother Nigeria also live their talk. They walk their talk. They say, look, the winner will get 50 million naira cash prize and other prizes that are equivalent to 15 naira in monetary value. And they fulfilled it. So it wasn't an audio. But this present government has not fulfilled any of its promises. Now, this thing reminds me to when the government of Jonathan and PDP did You Win. If you remember You Win and also graduate empowerment scheme. This project created years. If not for the economic policy of Muhammadu Buhari and APC, Nigeria would have had much more millionaires than we had in 2015. Because the government of PDP was deliberate in ensuring that things work fine. And I'll give an example. In 2013, the PDP government of Jonathan saw the need, but they realized that, look, while our ports are fine, they are working fine, we need a system where the average Nigerian would drive a brand new car. What did they do? They entered into deal with Hyundai. They entered into deal. Hyundai was to produce vehicles in Nigeria. Now, to encourage that, they increased the import duty on Tokunbo cars. It paid off. Let me tell you why it paid off. In 2014 December, Hyundai announced that the vehicle that will be produced from mid-2015 will be sold at 1.5 million naira.
Wow. For
one brand new car. So instead of you buying a Tokunbo car of 1,800,000 as at then, why not buy a brand new car? You understand me? So again, but unfortunately, Buhari government came and they just cancelled that deal. Hyundai left Nigeria. Today we are buying Tokunbo cars for 3 million, 4 million, 5 million, 8 million.
I would have got
4.2 million. Because why? This government is deliberate in entrenching poverty and hardship. So what Big Brother did yesterday, I was so impressed with them. And I thank God that they are Nigerians. They've shown that the average Nigerian is blessed with managerial and leadership skill. And also the young people that participated as housemates, they showed their talent, they showed their drive, their zeal to succeed. They also displayed unity. They were contestants, they were housemates. You see that love and tranquility among them. Now, even as humans, there are one or two disagreements among them, but they still find it to resolve it within and among themselves.
Yes.
You cannot compare with what we are having in this country, where the government deliberately divides Nigerians along ethnic and religious lines. So the Yorubas today, the government set the Yorubas and the Igbos to be as if they are at war with each other. The Northerners, the Fulani, and the thieves, they are like at war with each other. See, but before they come to this government, all these people, they trade together, go to school together, they fellowship in the same church, the ones that are Christians, the Muslims pray in the same mosque, they trade in the same marketplace, they work in the same hospitals. When they are sick, they visit doctors without asking the tribe or the religion of the
and everything has
doctor.
Changed.
But everything has changed. But thank God for Nigerians. The average Nigerian understand that never again should we allow this to continue. So that's why we are behind the unifier with the person of AtikuLive.
I think this present government should learn from Big Brother.
Yes, they should learn. They should learn.
All right. Guys, I think we've come to the end of this show today. Until we meet again, my name is Abagoyechi Sylvia, and
well, my name is Tony Bakanista. I suppose that the viewers enjoyed you, and we hope that you'll be joining us going forward. We hope. I don't know, please don't sanction me. But there again, we miss Sarah, and then we wish Sarah speedy recuperation. Hoping to see her soonest.
Of course.
Take care of yourself, viewers. Make sure you tell at least one person about AtikuLive today. Thank you.
Thank you.